Alright, so good morning for those of you who wanted to know how I put the strobe lights in my 2016 Camaro SS. You can order these from LEDGLOW. This is the universal 4-piece xenon headlight strobe kit. Okay, it comes with 4 xenon strobe bulbs, 15 flashing patterns, LED flash pattern indicator, brightness control and pattern recall, waterproof control box, car alarm warning, which is optional. Okay. Now, this is the power module or the power pack. Here's the button to control the flash patterns. It comes with 4 these wires. Now the connectors, you're going to have to put these on the wires. So what I would recommend if you're going to buy these and install them in your car, don't put the end that you're going to connect to the light bulbs. Don't connect those to the wire yet, because until you find a path that you want to run the wire, or you might even have to drill a hole so you can run the wires through the part of the car where the actual light assembly sits. So you're gonna have to drill a hole. You're gonna want to run the wire through. You don't want to have to drill a big hole, one that you're gonna have to fit, the connector through. You want to put the connector that connects to the light bulb on last if you're going to drill a hole. Alright. The 4 light bulbs. The light bulbs look like that. They're U-shaped bulbs. Okay. Alright, so first thing you notice when you open the box, okay, these are wired together. And it looked like a whole bunch of spaghetti, but I'm going to show you what it is. You have that controller. It's already wired up. Red to red on the power block, orange to orange, and yellow to yellow. The power block also has a slight wiring diagram, but it tells you which strobes light when. So red, black, and white. Which of these wires over here, the strobe set 1. And you got the red, black, and yellow, which is the other set that look like these, which is strobe set 2. Now, this also comes with a fuse. And this fuse when you're gonna wire it, right here where you got the controller and the red wire coming off the power module, you're going to wire this fuse right in there. Alright, fuses are to protect your device. So in this case, it's going to be to protect your power module or what have you. Okay, I'm back. I had to get a towel so you can better see the wiring. Where I left off with, you want to tie that fuse into the red wire between the switch and the box, and you're going to also need extra red wire, because you're going to run that red wire from the top of this fuse to your battery terminal. Alright, now this blue wire, this the wire right here. Blue wires are usually a remote wire or signal wire, and this blue wire you're going to tie, you pick a line on the reverse bulb. You're going to tie this wire into either one of those gray lines. The wires on my car on the reverse bulb are gray. So you're going to tie this blue into either one of them wires. You pick a wire, okay? And that's where you get your signal from to tell the light bulbs to come on. Once you throw the car in reverse, okay, this is going to light up. The bulbs are flashing. The flash pattern will show up right here on this control. And you press the button to, it's 15 different flash patterns. You press it until you feel like, okay, that's what I want. What I did was, after I had all of this wired up, I took all of this and it's in the trunk behind the little trunk liner. I just threw it back there in the corner, because once I found the pattern that I wanted for my lights, I no longer really need that. Now I can't go in there and take this out and run it to the front of the car so I can control the pattern. But that wasn't my intention for this, but it's still an option. Alright. Also, this comes with instructions I recommend you read these instructions. You know, I'm doing a video, but you can still read the instructions to help you better figure out which way you want to run it. I'm going to take you out to the car so you can see how I place the bulbs into the lights, so that wouldn't be no question. Is that everything? I think that's everything. All right, now to the car. A couple more things. The black wire, you're gonna run that to the negative battery post. The green wire, which is optional, that's your low power switch. All right, but you don't need this, so we're not even gonna worry about that low power switch. You need extra black wire, extra red wire, and extra blue wire to run them to the blue wire to your reverse light bulb, any line on that, your black wire to the negative battery post, and then your red wire to you're gonna need extra red wire to run to your positive terminal after the fuse. Alright, so another set of tools you've been using, you're gonna need the panel popping tool or clip removal tool, a flathead screwdriver. Right here, there's like a little groove where you can stick the flathead screwdriver in, pop that clip up, and remove it. It's gonna go like this. Just gonna lean that back, pop it up. I grab it with my finger, okay, and you can grab that with your finger and pull it out like so. So I'm gonna do the rest of these, and then you'll see the light bulbs. Now that I have the clips removed, I'm just gonna remove the panel. And here are your light bulbs. Okay. I got strobe set 1 over here, and strobe set 2 is on the driver's side. It really don't matter. It's all in what you're looking for. Be creative, however you want to do it. So where these bulbs are placed, this is the passenger side. Approximately 1 inch over and 2 inches up is where I have that first bulb placed. Okay, and then from here, approximately 5 inches over and 1 3/8 up is where I have this bulb placed. Now you can use some type of HVAC tape or rubber caulking, what have you, to put around here to seal it from moisture or water getting into it. And that is where I place my light bulbs at. Alright, now back here, let's see if you can see it. See the blue line? That blue line is connected right into the gray line, one of these gray lines, where the reverse bulb is. So just choose a line and put it in there. Also, you might need a drill bit unless you're going to find out where the other wires run in to this housing compartment right here. You're going to need to drill a hole and put a grommet in it. Now remember, I told you don't put the clips onto the wires until you ran the wires through the hole. So you're going to have to run 2 wires, these gray wires right here, and these are to your light bulbs. You're going to have to run those gray wires through that compartment or the hole that you drilled, and you're going to bring them here to the bulb wires. Same thing on the left side, on the driver's side. Now to get to the driver's side, you're going to have to remove, well, what I did was I removed this. Okay, I ran them behind the liner. I ran them behind the trunk liner. Behind this, you have to remove this. And then over here, drilled a hole in the back. Over here, drilled a hole in the back just like I did on the other side. Ran the wires through. You can see them down in there. And connect, put the connectors on and then connected them to the light bulbs. Now where the control assembly is, it's sitting right behind here. Okay. passenger side, the power module, everything is sitting directly behind this liner. So those of you who asked how I installed these or how I did it, this is where I put my light bulbs at. They're directly in the top. And hopefully that sums it up for you all. I don't feel like pulling everything apart to show you, but if you paid attention to what I showed you in the video, you can put the things wherever you want, whichever makes it comfortable for you. Me, sometimes I get a little lazy, and if I get lazy, I'll just drill a hole. You know, just make sure you know what you're doing. If you're not comfortable doing it, there are other shops who install strobe lights that will do it for you. I'm down here in Augusta, Georgia area. There's one shop that would do it, but they charge like $700. There's another shop, tent shop, they'll do it, and I forget the price. This was like 2 years ago almost. But his prices were much cheaper if you want them to install it. Alright. And so if you don't feel like, if you live in this area and you don't feel like, you know, doing it yourself, you can do that. Pay somebody to do it. If you're not comfortable, you don't have the tools, pay somebody to do it. Me, I prefer to do it myself, especially when I hear something like $700 to install something like some bulbs. I'm like, I do it myself. Y'all take it easy, and I'll see y'all later. One thing I forgot to mention, when you drill them holes, you're gonna start with 3/8. I think it was a 1/2 inch what I ended up with ultimately to put those in, but start with 3/8 and then gradually go bigger. I don't quite remember. I believe I stopped with a 1/2 inch. Also, both of these, take note of where I put them at. Okay. Both of these are in the reverse light housing. Right here, this first section. They're both in there. Alright, not over here in your far right. They're both in the reverse light section. Alright, now that's it. Another thing, you only need to run the blue wire to one reverse light bulb. Just the one. You want to run it to this side because it's closer. It makes it easier. But on the other side, you're going to run your other bulb wires over there. But the blue wire, you can stop right here because they all get the same signal. Alright.